Take everything that you know about your typical energy drink and kick it to the curb, because today we're talking about C4 Original. And this isn't an energy drink, this is a performance energy drink. Well, what does that mean? Well, C4 Original contains 200 milligrams of caffeine for that explosive C4 energy. Also contains incredible flavors with 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 artificial colors. But C4 Original also contains ingredients that are formulated for performance, like carnosine beta-alanine, a clinically studied ingredient that helps to kick fatigue to the curb, like beta power, which is a clinically studied ingredient that helps with performance. So when I say performance energy, I'm not just saying it. You're literally getting clinically studied performance ingredients in every sip of C4 Original. So get rid of your sugary energy drink, because that's not doing anything for you. If you want energy to perform and dominate life, get your hands on C4 Original.
Folks, if I've been talking this whole race without you guys having the ability to hear me tonight, I'm going to be mad. I just noticed that the mixer down here in the broadcasting software was not going back and forth for me. So I apologize, folks. If I've been silent this whole time, I'm going to be ticked because I've been talking up a storm. And I have a feeling there was probably no sound of that whole entire race up to this point. And if that is the case, I apologize. Y'all should have said something. Unless it just lost connectivity. And Justin Miller, as I'm going through the multi-stream comments here, Justin Miller says, hey, Dylan, there's no audio on either YouTube or Facebook. Dang it! Son of a gun, man. Sherry Harris, thank you. When you sniffed it. Oh, man. I'm pissed, guys. I've been sitting here talking up. I felt like a damn professional broadcaster tonight. I'm sitting here ripping them off here like a damn auctioneer. I was on a roll tonight, guys, and nobody can hear me. Son of a gun. One of these days, I'll tell you what, this broadcasting software is going to pull up and it's all going to work flawlessly. I promise it will at some point in time. Dang it, man. I cannot believe that. All right, you can see the 88 is stopped here to fuel. Looks like I don't think he had any problems here. Anyway, we're going to go back up here to the front as these guys are going to get started here for the restart of Stage 2. Let me recap real quick, folks. So the 88 of Warren Kyle Keith has swept both stages at the moment. So we've got our Stage 1 winner, Warren Kyle Keith. We got our Stage 2 winner, Warren Kyle Keith. There's been a really good battle. It's been a really good battle for the most part here, as we can see.
I don't know how you kept it out of the wall or I kept it out of you.
We got some guys talking back and forth here, but they're just letting us know what's going on here and communicating before the restart of the race. And the number 9 and the 88 really just kind of walked away with it there on that second stage. I couldn't believe the gap that they put on the field. Again, folks, as I was mentioning before, it's really all about how well you're going to preserve these tires and keep them cool, and not scrub them up too much, not build up too much heat, so you can continue to maintain the workability of the truck here and continue to have these laps. As you can see, the number 9 of Brandon Robertson's able to do that the most successfully tonight, but besides the 88. And we're going to kind of get a perspective here from the back. Richard Swavely didn't get as good a restart there as the 9 did, as he works his way out front. Chris McLean currently in P3. He gets a pretty decent start here as he's going to carry the momentum around the corner. It just seems the 7, the 5, the 51, the 46 just has not been able to have the long run speed. They get up front here on the initial start of the race, and they might have double stinted tires that last time, so I can't rule that out. That could be exactly what happened last time. And oh, we've got a wreck in the back of the field. As we see, it looked like, let's see really quick.
Checking up hard for place car.
Bear with me just a second here, folks. It looks like Tyler Dixon. It says Tyler Dixon wrecked here as we go 3 wide into the initial start of the race. It looks like the 39 kind of rips it down, but there's already an incident on track there prior to that, and it looks like it's going to take some drivers out of the race here tonight. Let's see if I can zoom out just a little bit, give you guys a better perspective here. This is our first incident on track for the evening. Just so happens that I'm back here and under audio, and we can see exactly what's happened. I'm going to back it up here just for a second. We're going to see exactly what happened and go from there. And it looks like, I want to say, I thought that it was the 39 there for a second, but the 14 and the 11 kind of slides in, then the 39 slides into the 54. So, I mean, literally, I don't know what in the world happened there on the high line. See if we can kind of go back maybe just a little bit further. Okay, so right there it looks like let's run along with the 77 here, Tony Edrington. These guys are coming around the corner. Looks like everybody's kind of got everything sorted out here, but they're going to go 3 wide right here. And the 39 gets a little nervous, kind of slides up here in front of Tony Edrington. It looked like he cleared him, though, but he kind of yanks it down and loses the back of the truck, as you can see. He slides around, but in the meantime, something happens here to Austin Shoemaker. And again, I don't know if he lost the back of the truck too. Not entirely sure. Maybe he was just looking to avoid Tony Edrington. Okay, so you see the contact there between Knapp and Edrington. And it looks like the 14... Yeah, the 14 gets into the... Yeah, so the 14 kind of drives down, unfortunately, into the 11. And the 39 does the same thing, really. The 39 already drove into the 77. And the 77 checked up just enough, but the 39 literally was losing the back of the truck anyways. And the 39 drove right into the 54 and turned them. All right, so let's go ahead and see. I don't think there was anybody else. The 77 was just an innocent bystander. He actually did the right thing to do. He checked up there to let the 39 in front of him as he kind of cut his nose off. And again, I just wanted to peek at this one more time, folks, as we try to sort this out here.
Take the top.
And so the 39 cuts off the 77's nose. 39 gets loose. The 14's just worried that the 77 is going to come down the track, drives down a little bit too much, hits, there's a lot of net code there, hits the 11, 11 goes into 77, 39 drives into the 54. So the 39 and the 14 are going to get the EOL penalties. All right, folks, bear with me just a second here. We got to go back to live conditions. And these guys are getting ready to get back to restart it here. Bear with me just a moment. I'm going to go to commercial break. I'll be right back with you, folks.
Take everything that you know about your typical energy drink and kick it to the curb, because today we're talking about C4 Original. And this isn't an energy drink, this is a performance energy drink. Well, what does that mean? Well, C4 Original contains 200 milligrams of caffeine, that explosive C4 energy. Also contains incredible flavors with 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 artificial colors. But C4 Original also contains ingredients that are formulated for performance, like carnosine beta-alanine, a clinically studied ingredient that helps to kick fatigue to the curb, like beta power, which is a clinically studied ingredient that helps with performance. So when I say performance energy, I'm not just saying it. You're literally getting clinically studied performance ingredients in every sip of C4 Original. So get rid of your sugary energy drinks. That's not doing anything for you. If you want energy to perform and dominate life, get your hand.
All right, folks, we're getting back to live conditions here as we had to kind of get some things sorted out here with that incident. Again, the 39, the 14 got EOL penalties because of the on-track incident. The 11 requested an end-of-line penalty there as he was damaged. So just trying to get everything sorted out here as the 5 of Chris McLean is now our race leader. Justin Miller, thanks again, buddy, for telling me about the audio. I wish I would have had the multi-stream comments up beforehand so I could see that. For some reason, they're not showing up in the Facebook stream. 7 and the 5 are fighting for position at the moment. 46 of Joseph Mahar is right behind him there in P3. Chris McLean's up 12 spots as we see it at the moment. And again, we've got Richard Swavely. So Warren Kyle Keith, our Stage 1, Stage 2 winner, doesn't have any damage on his truck. Just kind of falling back there due to those cautions. Currently in P17 at the moment, so we'll have to see how that all plays out. Again, he's not 100% familiar with how we run the series. So, you know, it all comes down to tires, it all comes down to fuel, strategy, pit strategy. We have a lot of that in the Sunday night series, but it is a little bit different here in the Tuesday night racing series with the truck. So looks like Tyler Dixon's able to keep up the momentum there in that 54. Just unfortunately, he's another innocent bystander to the calamity there that happened on that start. Chris McLean still out front. We'll see if these guys can maintain these tires or if the 88's going to drive through the field here with no additional stages to throw cautions. The only cautions that are going to come out are cautions on track. Let's hope we don't have any. Let's hope we have some green flag racing here for the rest of the race with only one caution tonight. I got to say that that's pretty impressive. So Tony Edgerton out there says, well, as long as I can finish, that would be great. I know, buddy. You were an innocent bystander there. That's nothing that you did wrong. It's 39, kind of chopped your nose off there a little bit. You did the right thing. You let him up there, and you had the truck collected. And it looks like the 14 did what I've done I did the same thing at Atlanta in the Cup Series. I was worried that a driver was going to come down the track because of somebody cutting their nose off or coming up the track for that matter. And I overcorrected and made contact with the other driver. And again, it's nothing that the 14 did wrong. It's just racing. But because of the contact that he made there, it's unfortunate, but he had to go to the back of the field as well. There was definitely some net code going on there for sure. I don't know if it's just connectivity issues or what, but yeah, it's okay. It's racing, but it is frustrating though. Trust me, my whole season in the Sunday night series that we run has been the same. It's been the same story every single week. I've been wrecked out almost every single race, and it's not fun. It is racing, but it's not fun. But I was looking forward to seeing you up there in the front. But we'll get them next week. All right, folks, we got a battle here for the lead. Again, I don't know if these guys are going to burn it off, though. As you see, the 77's kind of sliding it around there. You really heat those tires up. 38's just patiently waiting in the back here. 46 is doing everything he can to try to get out in front. He just really needs to have that long run speed as the 38. 38's going to peek to his inside here, try to pick up that P3 spot. You got the 15 of Macronier looking to pick up some position as well. We got a great battle up here for the front right now, the 7 and the 5. I know that's something right now that the 5 hasn't won a race all season. Been very, very close, whether it be on pit strategy or on something else happening within the race, has kind of stolen his opportunity to win a race and put himself into the playoffs. He may make the playoffs anyways in regular season points, but we've got a battle between the 5 and the 46 for regular season points in the playoffs. And we've got a little bit of contact made between the 7 and the 5 as these guys are.
Caution.
I think
like a protein shake or a bar or anything like that.
I think the 5 was just letting the 7 know that he wasn't happy with him bumping and grinding him, but I don't know. We'll have to go back there and see what that's all about. See if we can kind of see really quickly if there was some bumping there before that. I don't think so. And again, I apologize for the sniffles, guys. Here, I'm just getting over a cold. So, all right, let's see. So no, I didn't see anything really in particular. Let's drive along. Let's drive right along real quick. I think the 7 kind of slid up there, cut his nose off. I don't think that was anything intentional, but you can see the contact right there made. I don't know if he maybe kind of put a block right there on him. And the 5 was just kind of showing his displeasure there. The 5 was kind of trying to peek down to the bottom here, and I think he might have. I don't think he drove down the bottom. We're going to see really quick. The 7 may have made. The 5 may have been pinching him.
Backstretch.
The top, no, that's going to be all the 5 right there, unfortunately. And again, folks, it's tight racing, but that wasn't anything that the 7 necessarily did. That's going to be the 5. 5 just kind of slid up just enough to kind of bump him. And again, it may have been a little frustrated there. I don't know entirely. It didn't look like intentional wrecking. So anyway, let's go back to the live conditions here. And we're going to have to get the issue figured out here. All right, folks, bear with me just a second here as I'm going to go ahead and we're going to let these guys go down the pit road, but as soon as they get back out on the field, as soon as they get back out on the racetrack, we're going to have to give the 5 an EOL penalty, unfortunately. 7, I don't think, had any damage on that. I think just maybe tires overall. All right, folks, bear with me just a minute here. We're going to go to commercial break. I'll be right back with you as we go ahead and take these race control duties here. We'll be right back with you. Just 1 second.
Take everything that you know about your typical energy drink and kick it to the curb, because today we're talking about C4 Original. And this isn't an energy drink, this is a performance energy drink. Well, what does that mean? Well, C4 Original contains 200 milligrams of caffeine for that explosive C4 energy. Also contains incredible flavors with 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 artificial colors. But C4 Original also contains ingredients that are formulated for performance, like carnosine beta-alanine, a clinically studied ingredient that helps to kick fatigue to the curb, like beta power, which is a clinically studied ingredient that helps with performance. So when I say performance energy, I'm not just saying it. You're literally getting clinically studied performance ingredients in every sip of C4 Original. So get rid of your sugary energy drinks. That's not doing anything for you. If you want energy to perform and dominate life, get your hands on C4 Original.
All right, folks, we are back. We're going to be racing here shortly. Said Brad Fulham crashed. I don't think he crashed. Sometimes the software is a little tweaky, a little interesting. Yeah. All right, the 5 unfortunately was given an EOL there because of that incident. I had to go back and review it just from an overhead view as well, just to kind of see exactly that perspective. I needed to make sure we're being as fair as possible. And the 7 did block. I mean, don't get me wrong, the 7 did block, but it can't be turned. I mean, you can block, but I thought there was a lot of net code there, but there really wasn't a huge amount of net code there. So unfortunately, the 5 is going to have to start at the back of the field. He'll have an opportunity to get back up here and race for a win. We've got plenty of laps left here, but just unfortunate. Looks like Chris Bedwell.
Gotta come by me, not
didn't have a lot of damage there, so it looks like he had a spin.
Telling me to stay behind you. No, now it's telling me to pound.
And these guys are all.
What are you doing? Sorry, I thought we were going green, my bad.
All right, folks, we're getting ready to go green flag here next time around. The lights are off on the pace truck. Again, these guys are just getting sorted out here as had our second caution of the evening. I don't believe anybody was collected because of that incident. I think the 7 kind of slid down in there to the infield and kind of out of the way. All right, getting ready to get restarted here, folks. We've got a total of about 40 laps remaining. Richard Swavely is going to be our race leader. Ray Rogers is on the outside. Actually, no, Ray Rogers. Swavely is elected to take the outside. Ray Rogers will take the inside. Daniel Holcroft right behind him there in P3. Congratulations to him tonight. A little bit of damage there on the driver's side door panel, as you can see there on the 31, but he's able to stay up here, as well as Jeremy Banner in the 24, up 18 spots. Right now, our biggest mover of the race is that number 24 right there, that Asus 24 truck. Always got a pretty sharp looking paint scheme each and every week. Excited to have him part of the league going into next season as well. Dustin Reeves. All right, folks. We're getting ready to go back to green flag racing here as Ray Rogers going to Richard Swavely is going to lead us off here, but Ray Rogers is going to be on the inside, so it could be anybody's race here. Swavely gets a major jump on the outside lane as he's going to bring it out front here with Ray Rogers right on his tail. Daniel Holcroft's going to be right behind him, though, with the 15 of Matt Grenier breathing down his back. 24 is going to try to make the inside work with a 46 as these guys are hugging the bottom lane. The top line is going to have the momentum. We're going to see if that we're going to see if they're able to carry that around the corner. 46 is going to maybe take it 3 wide here as he's going to, no, he's not going to take it 3 wide, but he's going to try to come all the way down to the bottom of the track here, pick up position. The 15 is going to slam the door on him. 31s will look making that outside lane work as they're going to carry the momentum across the front stretch here. Again, it's all about, and I hate that you guys didn't hear the entire the entire broadcast. I was talking about the draft and the tires and all the stuff here at Michigan that really makes a difference. .46 is dancing around here. He's trying to keep that third position at the moment. 15 is going to look to the inside, though. 46 is not going to be able to. He's going to almost chop the 15's nose off. All right, the 46 trying to make moves here to the inside. He's going to try to pick up the P1 spot and lead the race. He might burn the tires off by doing so, but he's going to get up here to the front. All right, he puts it in second spot here. We haven't seen much from the 88 since that initial domination there from stage 1 and stage 2. The 88's back there currently lurking in 18th at the moment. He's down 15 spots. We'll see if maybe he's just kind of playing it at the moment and hoping for a caution late in the race where he can take some tires and hopefully make a go at this. We've got some new drivers up here in the front battling for the lead. We've got the 10 of Garrett Brown, who is obviously no stranger to the front of the top 10 here racing for the lead. James Kunkel is made his way up here into the top 10, currently in 6th. Daniel Holcroft as well. Daniel Holcroft's fallen back a little bit here in the 31 truck. I don't know if he had to check up or what, but he's got some drivers right now currently in a line. They're just fighting for position. As the 24 and the 3 is going to make contact there, they are able to keep it straight, but the bobbing and weaving, boy, woo! Miss Easley out there says get back up to the top 10. Let's see where he's at right now. He's currently in P8 at the moment. In the number 27, they're trading positions, moving positions, going up and down the track. Well, we got all kinds of stuff going on here as we follow along with Kip Easley at the moment here for 4 Horsemen Motorsports. All right, let's see. Garrett Brown in the 10. See if we can ride along with Kip Easley. We'll get his perspective here as he's going to try to fight to bring it up here into the top 3 as he's going to make the bottom lane work. If he can carry the momentum off the corner here, he might be able to pick up that 3rd spot or that position from Bedwell. Bedwell had to start a little bit further in the back there as the contact with the 5 had kind of set him back a little bit. Now Chris McLean right now is still battling his way back up here into the top 10. He's currently in P20 at the moment, but we're going to keep an eye on that driver as well as he should have a strong night regardless of that circumstance. So let's see. James Kunkel making that bottom lane work. He's going to have to kind of arc it up here in the corner if he wants to make this corner work. The 46 is our new race leader as he was fighting to get back up. He was fighting to get up there in the lead. The 27 is going to have to check up here for the 48. As you can see, he kind of sneaks around the corner. He's probably got, so the 27's got Garrett Brown breathing right down his back here, but the 48 just snuck by him there on the outside without making contact. Like I said, folks, and again, you didn't hear me, so what good does it do when you can't hear? But during the initial part of the broadcast, in the beginning of the broadcast, I can't believe that you guys didn't hear me the whole broadcast, man. I need water, too. I need like a gallon of water when I'm doing this. All right. Anyway, what I was saying is that, man, these guys are just, I mean, a lot of these guys fighting for position tonight. It's really all about tire, preserving your tires, because the tire fall off here can be significant. And the handling of the truck kind of goes away if the tires heat up too much. And if you can hear it in the corners, you can kind of hear it on the audio here. It's a little hard to pick up. I can hear it where the tires are scrubbing. So as they come through that banking, you can hear the tire scrub. And with the physics, one of the things I had mentioned, and I don't think you guys had heard this, is that lately, I think after this new update within iRacing, I don't know what is going on here with the iRacing model, with the physics part of it. It seems like the race leader, okay, so right now Joseph Mahar is the race leader. The second stage, the race leader and the number 9, 88 and the 9, were able to put a 10-second gap on the entire field. And it feels like, it almost seems to me like it happened at Nashville and it's happening this week. As you can see, Tony Edrington there on the outside, a lap truck, just kind of staying out of everybody's way, involved in that early on incident there. And it just seems like the driver that's out in front here in the clean air is just getting all the momentum to be able to stay out front. And there's something broke there with the physics if that is the case. I mean, you can see right now that Joseph Mahar is not able to completely gap the field, but we're going to see if he's able to bridge that, if he's going to continue to be able to gap that like the 88 and the 9 did. Because if he's able to make a gap there like the 88 and the 9 did, that he's got this race locked in. And so I know Joseph Mahar obviously races for Race Pass Motorsports, which is my race team, but at the end of the day, it's something. Obviously, he's striving tonight to win this race. He wants to lock himself into the playoffs. If not, he's got to fight for the position within the regular season points, and he might still have it, depending on who wins the race tonight. But it's really come down to only 2 more positions within the playoffs, and those 2 positions, if a playoff driver already wins those 2 positions, then there is a chance for drivers to make it in on regular season points. You can see Kip Easley there in the 27 making that side draft work on the 7, kind of just trying to ride his coattail there as he's trying to pick up that draft a little bit, kind of pull him back in line. Again, folks, we're riding along with Joseph Mahar if you haven't figured that out yet. I just like this perspective in this battle that's going on here for the top 5 positions. And figured we can keep an eye on Joseph Mahar and see if he's able to bridge the gap like the 88 and the 9 could earlier. But as of right now, there's nobody out in front here of Joseph Mahar in the 46, as he's looking to try to win his first race of the season and lock himself into the playoffs. This might be his first win ever in the Tuesday Night Racing Series. So we'll have to see how that goes. Dustin. All right. Dustin, I want to know how you're racing and typing at the same time, dude. I can't do that. Unless you got talk to text or something going on, or your wife's texting for you. Because I sure as hell can't do that. All right, guys. We're going to keep an eye on the race later here. As I said, I swear these physics, man, are doing something wacky here lately after this last update. We're going to see if that's what happens here. I hope it does happen for Joseph Mahar because he deserves it. And it would be awesome for Race Pass Motorsports to win tonight and for him to win for the team and for himself. But it will show, though, that there might be something going on here with the physics. Oh, that's what it is. Dustin Reeves is out. So he's got all the time in the world. All right, well, it doesn't look like the 46 is going to be able to run away with the lead here. It looks like the 7 is still able to kind of reel him in. But you got the 10, the 15, and the 27 really looking to kind of knock on his door here and say, hey, I want this lead. As the 46 kind of bobbles it a little bit, we're going to see if he's going to continue to be able to maintain this lead here. Let's go ahead and change up the view just a little bit. And like I said, folks, the 88, again, a dominant performance. Dominant performance there for the stages. He's made his way up here into the top 10, currently in the sixth spot. We're going to see exactly how and who can make this entire race last. They're going to have a green flag pit stop, which is really going to shake up the field. So it's really going to come down to pit strategy, which is really what makes this league so great. Is that anything can happen when there's green flag pit stops. You can speed on pit road. You can miss your pit box. There's a huge decision on whether to take 2 tires, 4 tires, top off with fuel, take fuel, how much fuel. All of those things come into play here. You really can't just pit and take it all, because there might be another driver trying to take the strategy here. So we've got 24 laps to go. The 46 is out front. He's able to stay out front. I think with these other guys battling here, he's got it locked in at the moment. But again, folks, anything can happen. They're going to have to pit for fuel, and more than likely they've got a set of tires on the rack. And that was very smart for the 46 to make his way up here, to push his way up to the front. But you can see that the 88 of Keith is looking to kind of make some position here. He may have the long run speed that the 46 is not, so we're going to have to see whether or not he's able to make that work. Again, as long as the 46 races the track and not somebody else, he should be all right. Easley's going to go, well, no, he didn't go another position down. Currently he's in P5 at the moment. Matt Grenier's currently in P4, and then you got Bedwell P7. The 5 has not made his way back up here, is currently 1 lap down. I don't know what happened to the 5. Unless he already went into pit. He might have just went into pit. And the 46 has lost position to Garrett Brown. 46 may continue to lose positions here, as like I said, folks, got to have the long run speed. As it looks like the rest of the field was able to get around the 77 there. Joseph Mahar is able to pick back up the race lead. It looks like maybe the lap truck was a factor there, as the 27, the 88 almost makes contact. The 10's got the preferred lane at the moment, but the 46 may be able to make it work off the corner. We'll have to see exactly how that works. Now the 46 is struggling at the moment. The 7 is I think he's trying to push him a little bit. He gave him a little nudge there to go into the corner, but I don't know that that's going to be enough. He's not going to be able to stick the bottom. Again, these guys are going to be coming down to pit road here. As you see the 46 coming down to pit road, 7's going to try to do the same. 7, I don't know if he got it slowed down fast enough here. He might have got a speeding penalty on pit road. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. As it sounded like somebody came in there a little hot. All right, so the 46 looks like he's able to maintain his pit box here. The 7 as well. I have a feeling these guys are going to take 4 tires. We're going to see. Yep, looks like he's got 4 tires. Looks like Mahar's going to get 4 tires. And they're coming into off pit road here. And the leaders are just now coming across the finish line. 46 should be able to get back out on track, stay in front of these guys. We'll have to see exactly how that's all going to work out. Again, this should be the last pit stop for the 46 and the 7. Let's see really quick, see if I can pull up the pit strategy or the pit stint. So at the moment, you can see Keith is, he's got about 2 lap fresher tires than the rest of the field up here in the front.
Matt Warren, I'm coming in this time by.
Damn, scared the shit out of me. All right.
Roger.
And you can see there Mahar, Robertson, Swavely, all on fresh tires at the moment, currently in the top 10. So these other guys are going to have to come in, and when everything cycles back around, it's going to be Mahar. You can see the 33 of Keith, or I'm sorry, the 33 of Wyatt Brackett and Keith, 33 on fresher tires. No. I think he's on fresher tires. I think he just came off pit road. So Keith has not pitted yet. And I believe Keith is going into pit lane right now. Trying to find him here, folks. Sorry. Yes. Okay, so Garrett Brown. So all the race leaders right now are coming into pit road. David Brackett is the only... David Brackett and Matt Grenier are the only drivers that have not come down yet. Everybody else is going to kind of cycle back around. It's going to be Austin Shoemaker's got some damage, really bad. Oh, that's right. He got in that incident there early on in the race. So it looks like Joseph Mahar and Brandon Robertson are going to command the lead with 17 laps to go as things start to cycle back around. If I have that correct, folks, I do believe I do, as the 10 you can see is coming off pit road right now, as well as the 88 should be coming off pit road. So yeah, you can see them right there. They are not going to catch Mahar and Robertson, as you can see also Swavely right there on the back of the screen, all on fresh tires. Okay, well, it's going to be interesting, folks. Going to be very interesting to see how this is all going to play out with 16 laps to go. The number 9 of Brandon Robertson has been strong all night long. I mean, he has put on a dominant performance. The 46 has really tried to stay up here and to work his way up here. I think what's going to happen is the 46 and the 9 work together, and they're going to be able to gap the field. It depends on if the 38 can stay with him. If the 38 can stay with him, then it's going to be all 3 of these guys, I think, at the end of the race. As you can see, they're kind of putting about a 2-second gap on the field right now. And if it stays green, again, folks, if it stays green and there's no cautions, this could be any one of their race at the moment. Again, Brandon Robertson, really smart driver. He's not pushing the envelope at the moment. He's just staying behind the 46, just trying to buy his time, trying to gap the field. He did the same thing with the 88, and just a really smart, respectful driver. The 38 has been able to catch the 9 though, and James Kunkel in the 48 as well. Can't rule him out. He's currently in P4 at the moment. I don't know if James has already come in yet. Let me just double check that. So Kunkel, yes, Kunkel has come in. So Kunkel, Brackett, all have come in to pit road. So these guys are all for the long haul here, as we've got 15 laps to go. Could be anybody's race. You can see the 9's elected to take that high line. Somebody said wreck in turn 1. I didn't see anything. We're going to continue to keep it green. I didn't see anybody have any problems there, so. And I didn't see anybody on track, so. The 9's going to lose a lot of position right there as he tried to kind of touch the back of the 46. And he had to check up. I'm trying to see if I can kind of zoom out and see who had the wreck. I didn't see any wreck. So the interesting thing here is we've got the 43 is Shepherd, the 7 of Bedwell, all 1 lap down. Dixon's already out of the race. 77 is just working his way, just trying to pick up some additional positions. But we've got all of these drivers right here, these 5 drivers, fighting for position at the moment. Now these back drivers have caught the field with 12 laps to go.
I'm a little hurt, Kip. I didn't want to mess you up at all. Got hit going into pit road.
All good. Sounded like somebody got hit going into pit road. I didn't. Must have been off track because iRacing did not throw the caution. So. The 88's looking to try to get up here up front. As you can see, he's trying to work his way here behind the 9. 46, with 10 laps to go, he's going to have some pressure here from the 38 and the 88, as well as the 9 for that matter. Now the 88 selected to take the outside lane. The 46 is going to have to try to hold off the 88. The 88's going to try to make that high line work. He's going to go to the outside. He may be able to make 46 is going to try to keep that position. Now the 46 kind of just has to buy. See if he can ride along with the 46 right now and just kind of see. So you can see he's kind of working his way up here. He's got the draft. He's got the ability to stick right back to his bumper. But the 88's just got the more speed right here. Is the 46 going to have to check up significantly here in the corner? That's going to allow another driver here, the number 9, probably to get to his inside. All right, folks, we're going to ride along with Joseph Mahar at the moment. We're going to see if he can get back out here in front here with only 8 laps to go. 7 laps to go, excuse me. the moment we got the number 9 not too far behind Joseph Mahar, currently in the 46. He's currently in second place. And you got Richard Swavely and Matt Grenier right there that round out the top 5. Sounded like he took his foot off the gas there for a second. So Joe's bridging the gap just a little bit here. We're going to see if he's able to pick up the rest of that momentum here with only a few laps to go. Any little slip up there for the 88 is if Joseph Mahar can carry the momentum here through this corner, he will be able to catch him. Again, I don't know if he'll be able to catch him all the way around, stay with him all the way around the track, but Joe's going to be mad too if he doesn't win this race. Because Warren just came back in the league as well. So, and Joe's had a really good performance tonight. But again, Keith is just, he's dominated the stages. So we knew he'd probably be back up here. So we've got some lap trucks coming up here. Could be a factor which allows Joseph Mahar to catch the 88, but I don't believe that that's going to happen. He's making a little bit of ground up in the corners, just not enough though on the long run here. All right, white flag in the air, folks. This is the last lap of the race. 15 is going to make a pass on the 46. 46 is going to try to maintain that second spot. We're going to keep an eye on these guys. 15 just has fresher tires. I don't know if he just was able to maintain those tires a little bit better. Warren Kyle Keith here in the 88 as he comes around. I believe he's going to be able to seal the deal here in just a moment. It looks like nobody is going to be able to catch him. Mahar and Grenier. Mahar is going to be able to pull off the second spot and hold off Grenier there for P3, or for P2, excuse me. All right, so our race leader is going to be Warren Kyle Keith in the number 88 for Second Keith Motorsports. Joseph Mahar is going to round out the top 2 drivers in the 46. Matt Grenier is going to round out the top 3 podium for this evening in the number 15. We got Brandon Robertson rounds out the top 5 currently in P4, and then Richard Swavely rounds out the top 5 total for the evening. We'll go through the entire grid, folks, at the end of the race, and we're going to be right back after these messages here as we watch Warren Kyle Keith here burn it down in just a moment. All right, we'll wait for him to burn it down here before. All right, folks, we're going to go to commercial break. We're going to be right back with you, folks, so you can hear from these top 3 drivers for the evening. As we do have a driver that has won this evening that's not going to be eligible for the playoffs, so that still leaves 2 spots available for these guys. So it does help Joseph Mahar in a way, but I know he's going to be discouraged that he didn't pull off a P1 here. But we're going to hear from him regardless, get his perspective, and hear from these top 3 drivers here as we come back from commercial break here in just a moment. We'll be right back, folks. Thank you so much.
Take everything that you know about your typical energy drink and kick it to the curb, because today we're talking about C4 Original. And this isn't an energy drink, this is a performance energy drink. Well, what does that mean? Well, C4 Original contains 200 milligrams of caffeine, that explosive C4 energy. Also contains incredible flavors with 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 artificial colors. But C4 Original also contains ingredients that are formulated for performance, like carnosine beta-alanine, a clinically studied ingredient that helps to kick fatigue to the curb, like Beta Power, which is a clinically studied ingredient that helps with performance. So when I say performance energy, I'm not just saying it. You're literally getting clinically studied performance ingredients in every sip of C4 Original. So get rid of your sugary energy drinks. That's not doing anything for you. If you want energy to perform and dominate life, get your hands on C4 Original.
All right, folks, thanks again for your patience as we go to commercial break here and bring all of these drivers that have won in the top 3 positions here for the race of this evening. Wanted to bring in this first driver here, Mr. Warren Kyle Keith in the number 88. Congratulations, sir, on a race win. First time back in the league in a while, and congratulations on your win here in Michigan. And I look forward to seeing you next week for sure.
Thank you, sir.
So how did the race go overall? Obviously, you swept both stages, and then you won the race. How were you able to keep the tires on the truck there for the long haul? It seemed like you had that figured out better than most of the other drivers. Overall, was the bottom lane working for you better? Was the top lane working for you better? Just give us perspective there.
I was just really letting off entering the corners. I was about 50% throttle entering the corners even earlier in the run. I was just saving that right front. It was, me and the 9 were having a good little battle there. Made the mistake of taking tires in the stage 2. I didn't want to run away from the field like that because I knew that everyone saved the set. So going into that final stage, I didn't take a tire set. Just kept coming in under caution, just taking fuel, trying to make that number. And then got the 60, took tires, and then pitted again at 82 with a little bit fresher tires at the end, and that made the difference.
That's awesome. Yeah, I figured you're probably working a little bit of, because you and the 9 pulled away from the field. I mean, you guys had a 10-second gap there on that second stage. I believe that's when it was, and so I knew that you guys probably had the fresher tires, and other guys were kind of planning the tire strategy. A little bit different strategy here than the Sunday night series, but I think we've got a little less tires, but overall it's it's about the same concept. So you're used to running with limited fuel, limited tires. And but it was great to watch you out there tonight. It was great to have you back in the league, and we look forward to having your team join us for the remainder of this season, and of course going into season 4. So give your shout outs, buddy. Congratulations again on a P1, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, just like to thank everyone back at SKM. Hopefully going to be able to launch skmcars.com here relatively soon for paint requests, and also hopefully in the near future actually posting for sale cars. So that's going to be real cool, and can't wait to do it next week.
Cool. That sounds awesome, buddy. Well, when that time comes, just let us know, and if we can help out in any way. And on the broadcasting side of it, we'll get the message out to everybody about SKM cars in the future. So, with that said, we look forward to seeing you next week, and have a good evening.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you, buddy. All right, folks, let's go ahead and hear from our second place finisher here tonight, Mr. Joseph Mahar in the 46 for Race Pass Motorsports. Obviously, rooting you on all night long. Got to be a little biased, though. Got to be careful not to be too biased with being a broadcaster, also the league owner. But congratulations. I thought you were going to be able to pull it off there, but at the end, I think just the tires. I think I know. Obviously, I know you were working really hard to get up there in the front, and it seemed like, being the driver up in the front in the clean air, I thought you were going to be able to stay out there. I was actually kind of interested to see if you were going to be able to gap the field like the 88 and the 9 did on the second stage. It looks like they took fresher tires, which is why they were able to do that. But in the end there, it was interesting because I was like, well, I thought maybe that there was maybe an issue with the physics or something after this last iRacing update, because it seemed like everybody out front just pulls away from the field, and it didn't appear to be that. That was the issue. But let us know how your race went. Let us know what affected you overall there at the end, not be able to pull out a win. And but overall, man, great race. All around, it was a clean race. I think. I don't know if you're waiting for the last stage, that late stage caution or that late caution. There was, I think, an incident on track, but it wasn't on the track and long enough, or maybe even on track enough to throw the caution. And I couldn't go back and review the incident without knowing who exactly crashed. So, but let us know your perspective and how you were able to do it. P2 obviously is nothing to shy away from, and overall tonight, I got to say, with Warren Kyle Keith, even him back in the league and winning tonight, it still actually helps you, because he can't take a playoff position with our minimum participation requirements for the end of the season here. And I think also you're going to have some strong points here going into the end of the evening. So,
I mean, just chalking up to another second place finish, I guess. I drove as hard as I probably could have there for the last 30 or 40 laps. I don't know what I could have done different. It's extremely frustrating. I mean, yeah, it's second place. It's a good points night. At the end of the day, I mean, it's frustrating. And sorry, I've lost my voice. That's
No, it's all right. I feel the same. I mean, I've felt like crap the last few weeks. So
that was just me screaming as loud as I could at the top of my lungs in frustration when the 88 got by me, because I knew there's nothing once he got in front of me. I mean, no clue how he was so fast. I have no clue how he had old tires and kept up with us. I just had no clue. I played my own pit strategy tonight. I had a great time working with my buddy Chris Bedwell. It sucks he got a pit penalty there on the last lap.
Is that what happened to him? I wondered why he went a lap down.
Yeah, Chris was super fast, and working very well with me tonight. I mean, I feel terrible that he had the pit penalty, because he was easily a top 3 truck tonight, and he worked with me. I worked with him. We both worked very well together, and I was hoping that
I saw him pushing you there in the back on the back stretch there to try to get you back in front of the I think the 15 or the 10. No, it was the 10 at that time when you lost the lead to the 10. right before you pitted. So, but
yeah, and that was we had a pit number in mind, the two of us, and I didn't want to be in the high groove and try to cut down. I know how difficult it can be to pit here, from the middle to the high groove. So that's why I went to the bottom there.
Is that when he got the penalty when you guys went into the pits? Because I thought he came in a little hot.
I think maybe he was a little too hot.
Okay, yeah.
He outbroke me, and I thought maybe I just got on the brakes a little too early because I didn't really practice pit entry that much. So I mean, I thought maybe he had just outbroke me in there, which I was like, all right, maybe I just was a little too conservative, and I guess maybe he just overshot his mark a tiny bit. But he hit a fast truck tonight, and I had a lot of fun. Props to him for the great racing. Matt Grenier and I had some good racing. Brandon Robertson, I know, pushed me there with about 10 to go and tried to stay behind me. Just don't. I physically just don't know what I have to do to win in this league. Just talk it up to another Daniel Hemrick second place finish, I guess, and just take the points. And I guess we're going to go to New Hampshire. And then hope maybe have our luck turn around at Talladega. I'm looking forward to Talladega more than anything. So
I look forward to broadcasting it. So, well, with that said, buddy, I know you're not feeling good, and you sound like I feel at the moment. So, well, you probably I don't know what the hell's going around. It's going around everywhere, it seems, at the moment, and it's not COVID. Obviously, it's something else. It's some virus going around that is just kicking everybody's you know what. So, but hope you feel better. Give your shout outs. Obviously, give your shout outs there before you cap it off here, and then we'll see you next week.
Yeah, no, I feel good. Really, my voice is gone because I screamed probably at the top of my lungs when that 88 passed me in just frustration because all my heart.
Hopefully your wife wasn't. Hopefully your wife wasn't sleeping.
No, she's awake. The neighbors might not be happy, but that's okay. But I'm just gotta thank you for putting on this league. It's a lot of fun. I love it over here. I love this group of guys that we get to race with. I have a lot of fun racing with them. I respect these guys a lot, and thanks to everyone who helped me out tonight. Thanks for everyone who reached out to me. I had a lot of kind words for that second place finish, and maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll be a little happier. But just right now, I'm so disappointed right now, and just gotta thank the good Lord for all He does. Thank the man upstairs, number one, and thank my biggest fan, probably my wife, who cheers me on every week. So hey, we're gonna take these points and keep this momentum going, back to back second place finishes. Just maybe we'll get one spot better next week at New Hampshire or Talladega. Looking forward to it.
Yep, sounds good, buddy. All right, well, thank you, man. I look forward to seeing you next week, and we'll get a strong finish. We'll get a win, regardless of whether it's this league or another. You're due a win at some point in time here. So, but we'll see.
I think you and me both, man. I know you've had some second place finish. I think we're both due here soon, Dylan, and our time's coming, man. It's just
absolutely, man.
Get that right break eventually.
Yeah, for sure. All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on a P2 regardless, and I hope you feel better, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, man. Have a good night.
You too. All right, folks, let's hear from our P3 finisher here. We've left him waiting long enough here. Matt Grenier in the number 15, that pretty rad-looking paint scheme. Congratulations, man, on a P3. Obviously, it's not a win, but quite honestly, it really is a win. I mean, a podium is a win regardless, in my opinion. And you definitely drove the hell out of it tonight, and it was a pleasure to watch you race. So,
yeah, I mean, with the way the season's gone so far, I just haven't had the luck yet. So I'm pretty ecstatic for a third place. I'll take it. I really thought I could get second there, but I gave it everything I had to get to third, and that's for now, that's good enough.
Absolutely. Hey, well, yeah, it's been a while since I've talked to you. Actually, was it you last week that had the computer issues, or was it?
Yeah, I'm not
was he,
sure what
wasn't it?
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, something happened. My wheel cut out and it just turned left
I
and it
saw
wouldn't
that.
get out of it. And the only thing I could do was restart my computer. So I was pretty frustrated there because I thought Brandon and I had a pretty good strategy going, and I would have been right behind him later on in the race. And
Yeah, I knew
it is what
obviously.
it is.
Yeah, I mean, I knew something was going on because obviously it's unconventional when it and stuff like that happens with you. I mean, that just doesn't happen. And believe it or not, if you go back and watch the broadcast, I was literally on your truck at the time that it happened. I was like, oh wait, what the hell's going on? Like I couldn't I knew something was probably going on.
Yeah, my
Technically,
heart sank when that happened.
I
I was actually thankful that no one was around me. I didn't ruin anyone else's race, so that was a
yeah.
good thing.
Yeah, no, you were off track, and I don't even think we threw a caution because you were so far off track. But yeah, no, that was an unfortunate set of events for last week. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's just been one of those seasons. I mean, quite honestly, I've said the same thing about other leagues that we run in. Things kind of ebb and flows. Sometimes you have a great season, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just get mixed up in everybody else's business and just kind of ruins your race or takes the arrow away, and it takes your ability to kind of get up in the front here and compete. That's one of the only things I have to say that is kind of it's a bummer with iRacing is just a littlest bit of damage almost guarantees you're not going to win a race. And it's unfortunate because in real life that's not always the case. I mean, you can kind of recollect it and get it back out there, but no, overall, buddy, congratulations on a P3. I mean, it's hopefully you can work off this and maybe pick up a win next week. We've still got 2 races left of the regular season, so it could be anybody's race at the moment. And obviously, I don't think at the moment right now you're not in contention as far as points go, right? As far as playoffs, because
I haven't looked, but I think I'm probably just on the outside.
I don't want to say for sure because I don't know, but I think I think you're close. I'm trying to pull them up as we're talking here, but I know that you're. I know you got playoff. I know you have playoff points, don't you?
I have some stage points there, so I think I'm creeping on the outside looking in, but it's not far off, I think.
Yeah, you guys have stage points, but you guys are also really close in the contention for the team championship as well. I mean, you're not very far off as far as points go, at least in the top 3 anyway. So there's a lot of things to obviously continue to compete for at the moment for the rest of the season, whether it's the regular season championship, whether that is a play or the championship. I mean, you still got an opportunity to win a race and be into the playoffs here over next week and the week after. And I think we've actually got a short track. You guys are pretty good at short tracks. I think we're at New Hampshire next week.
Yeah, I believe so. Being from New England, New Hampshire is my favorite track, so I'm pretty excited about next week.
Yeah, New Hampshire's a lot of fun. It can be a frustrating track to say the least, but
sure.
as long as you kind of keep it clean, it's definitely better than Martinsville. That's for sure.
Yep.
So, but it'll be an interesting race, and hopefully it's a really exciting race as well for everybody, and hopefully you can finish strong there and pull off a win. So I got to tell you, man, I like the paint scheme. I don't know if you hear me every week on the broadcast. I always say I like that gradient. It's just kind of cool that the way that you did that. So, or whoever did it for you, but it's just a cool looking paint scheme.
Yeah, I got to thank David Brackett for that.
David did it. Okay.
He paints all of our Black Mafia trucks. So
I wasn't sure if he painted it or not, but it's a really, really sharp looking truck. So hats off to him for that. And anyway, buddy, give your shout outs and congratulations again on the P3. We'll get the points updated here shortly.
Yeah, I just want to go ahead and thank all the Black Car Mafia guys as always. The strategy we put together every week is always a good one and can get us to the front. It's just a matter of executing it. And I got to thank my fiance for putting up with me for doing this each week. And she definitely, I appreciate it more than she can ever know. And got to thank my parents for watching. And then thank you for doing an awesome job broadcasting this series. It's an awesome series to run in. So I look forward to it each week.
I appreciate it, man. We look forward to seeing you out there too. So, but yeah, I mean, hey, if you got a fiance that's supporting you in racing right now and you're not married yet, then she's definitely a keeper.
She definitely is. Yeah,
sure. That's awesome, man. Well, thanks again for being part of the series. Thanks to your parents for always tuning in and supporting. what you do here and the league in general. We truly appreciate their viewership and everybody that tunes in each and every week to kind of root you guys on. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, and we truly appreciate you and Black Car Mafia as well. So we hope to see you guys in Victory Lane more as we close out the regular season. I know Wyatt actually is pretty close. He might still be in contention for the regular season championship back-to-back. So we'll have to see if he's able to do that. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on you guys, and we look forward to seeing you on track next week.
All right. Thanks, Dylan.
Thank you, buddy. All right, folks. Well, you've heard it from all three of our drivers this evening in the top three. Warren Kalki, in the 88, Joseph Mahar in the 46, Matt Grenier in the 15. All three different teams tonight were working their way into the podium here for the Tuesday Night Racing Series. Folks, it's been a pleasure broadcasting. I apologize for the hiccups, as always. Seems like each and every week there's always something kind of silly that happens with the iRacing software, or it's actually not iRacing software, it's actually a third-party software, and it seems like it always bites us as we continue to broadcast. I should know by now to always check the mixer to see whether or not the analog things are kind of going up and down and dancing around, so I can make sure that you guys can hear me. But at the end of the day, we try to do our best, obviously, to put on a good performance for you guys as you tune in each and every week, and we truly appreciate, as I say each and every week, I truly appreciate y'all's support. We appreciate our sponsors, Thomas Light Electric, or Light Electric Company, General Contractors, 80kcoolers.com, as well as Rhymesick Coin. Want to thank you guys for your support for this league and for all that we do. Putting on these events each and every week for all of these drivers here. We've got a total of, I think, about 38 drivers from all over the United States and Canada that tune in each and every Tuesday night to race here in the Tuesday Night Racing Series. And we couldn't be happier with the quality of drivers that we have and those that are upcoming into the series. We've got a lot of new drivers that are coming into the series. We've told everybody that we welcome, if you meet our iRating requirements, you meet our safety rating requirements within the iRacing licensing system, and you're interested in racing with us next season, reach out to us through Facebook Messenger. We'll get you in Discord, get you all set up for next season, and we look forward to having you here in the broadcast and on the racetrack as well with us. And with that said, folks, let's go ahead to the final grid and then go ahead and close us out here for the evening, as you've been very patient waiting with me, waiting to go through these final results. As I think I said grid, it's actually the results. Warren Kyle Keith, again, you heard from Joseph Mahar, second. Matt Grenier, you also heard from in P3. Brandon Robertson was in P4, also with Black Car Mafia. Richard Swavely, in P5 for Hammer Down Motorsports. Wyatt Brackett, P6. He's a Black Car Mafia driver as well. So we got all four Black Car Mafia drivers in the top 10 this evening. So that goes to show you how strong the Black Car Mafia team is here in the Tuesday Night Racing Series. Garrett Brown finishes 7th. James Kunkel, strong night for him in Four Horsemen Motorsports as he finishes 8th. David Brackett again 9th. Jeremy Banner 10th. Congratulations to him on a top 10 finish. Brad Fulham 11th. Daniel Holcroft 12th. Kip Easley 13th. We've got all three Four Horsemen Motorsports drivers right there, 11, 12, 13th, and then 8th place. So another strong finish for Four Horsemen Motorsports again as well in the top 15. And then we got Chris McLean, who unfortunately suffered a late-stage penalty there and got pushed to the back of the field. He was able to make his way back up here into the top 15 to finish out the race. Ray Rogers, 16th. David Harden, 17th. Austin Shoemaker, unfortunately, suffered some damage on that late race incident and then an EOL penalty, which kind of pushed him to the back of the field. He did not, unfortunately, get all that damage repaired, so it was tough for him to get back up here into the top 10, but he finished 18th. And let's see, Barry Knapp finishes 19th. Chris Bedwell, unfortunately, you heard he had a pit road penalty, pushed him a lap down, put him in 20th. Dana Shepard, his teammate for 3F Racing there in 21st. I've got to fix that because it says checked out racing. Chris Bedwell's actually 3F Racing, and I think George Williams had mentioned that last week on the broadcast. I need to go back there and double check that. I think it's updated, but for some reason here it's not showing. Tony Edrington finishes 22nd, Tyler Dixon 23rd, Logan Russell 24th, Dustin Reeves 25th, and that will round out the entire field, folks. As you see, race control there is myself. And with that said, folks, that is our evening here as we wrap up this evening, and we look forward to obviously seeing you here next week for the race that we have coming up here at New Hampshire, starting on Tuesday of next week at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. So tune back in here next week, next Tuesday, for some exciting racing. That is going to be a really exciting race to watch. We've still got 2 open positions here for the playoffs. It could be anybody's race, and we look forward to seeing who's going to make the final cut for the top 10 drivers into round 1 of the round of 10 at the start of the playoffs here in just a few weeks. With that said, folks, my name is Dylan Hastings. Thanks again for tuning in so much and for your support for this league. Truly appreciate it. And with that said, folks, have a wonderful evening. We look forward to seeing you back here next Tuesday night.